Hi, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. So I wasn't even planning to vlog today, but I realized it was kind of the perfect day to capture because today is going to be what I'm hoping is a very balanced day that shows you guys how I'm balancing a lot of different elements of my life in a very realistic fashion. So in this vlog, I want to document how I balance working a full-time 9-to-5 job with my passion projects and how I've been sort of building that balance for myself lately. But I thought today would be a great day to show you guys how I strive to live a balanced, healthy lifestyle and still get the things that I want to get done because I'm running 2 YouTube channels, I'm writing a book, so I want to incorporate those things into my day as well, while also making sure that I do not burn out. So I'm going to bring you guys along for a work day in my life, as well as what I do after work to work towards my dreams and all of that, and to keep myself just feeling good and healthy and how I have basically an enjoyable life. I'm starting this vlog a little bit late in the day. It's almost noon actually that we're kicking this off because I just had some stuff I needed to get to very quickly this morning and didn't have time to start filming this video. But yeah, we're gonna do some work. If you are not familiar with what I do for work, I work in marketing. I have a 9-to-5 where I work for a beauty company, and basically my role encompasses a lot of general marketing responsibilities. I work on things like assessing competitor products, planning for future launches, making sure that we have all of our dates and schedules straight. A lot more of this sort of administrative, more granular tasks that my bosses don't have time for. And I've been in this role since September. So that's what I do for work. It's a Wednesday and I'm working from home today. I am a hybrid, which means obviously that some days I work from home and some days I work in the office. And recently my work from home schedule has changed because my boyfriend's car, the engine gave out. So now we're sharing a car. So my work from home days are essentially decided by when he has to work. It's a whole thing, but that's why I'm working from home on a Wednesday. It's a bit different for me, but we're making it work. We're making it work. We have a candle burning. This is a Cabin in the Woods scent. I just got a monitor also. I've finally upgraded to being a monitor girly. It's about dang time. And I've also put my desk in the standing desk position. I'm new to the standing desk lifestyle. I've literally only done it for a few days. But yeah, we're gonna do a quick work session. I have some tasks I want to get done before lunch, and then we're gonna try and get outside because I haven't been outside yet, and getting outside is a non-negotiable for me at this point. And I love setting myself non-negotiables that are specifically to help me, non-negotiables that have my best interest in mind. I still haven't made a to-do list for today, so I kind of want to do that really quick as well. And I like to create both work and personal to-do lists in my little to-do list section so that I make sure that I'm, making sure that I'm productive and striving to accomplish things in both aspects of my life, not making it too work focused, but also making sure that I'm keeping track of my work tasks and vice versa. So, all right, let's make our little to-do list. I do also have an Asana board where I keep track of all of my tasks on more of a weekly level for work. Obviously, I can't show you guys because it would be full of things that I cannot post, but I use that to kind of sort my tasks based on which day it needs to be accomplished and get more of an overarching view. And then I'll use my personal planner just for a daily to-do list so that it's a little bit more bite-sized for me and I don't need to get overwhelmed by the entire board and I can just focus on the tasks I've already pre-assigned to that day. And I've loved breaking out my week in that way of assigning tasks to each day. It feels a lot less overwhelming. I kind of am obsessed with the Asana's interface as well. I wish I could use it for personal things, but I'm pretty sure you have to pay for it. So we're not doing that. We're going to stick with Notion for my personal planning and our good old physical planner, which I have actually stuck with for months now, which is the longest I think I've stuck with a single planning routine. So I'm loving it. Now that we have our little list of what we want to accomplish, let's get to work. Okay, can I just say, having a printer is literally so underrated. I genuinely do not know how I survived in my days without a printer. I use it all the time. And even just during work, if I need to reference a list or something, sometimes I'll just print it out so that it's way easier than having to tab back and forth between a ton of different windows on my computer. And it just makes my life so much better. And there's something fun about crossing things out on a tangible paper, obviously. I'm loving the printer lifestyle. I don't know how I survived without it, really. I think this is the last task that we're going to do before I break for lunch. Feeling good. We've been very productive today. I've been able to keep my distractions pretty minimal, which feels great because I always want to be able to finish my work as quick as possible so that I can go do other things, you know? Okay, hi, we're making a smoothie now. It was so nice getting outside, reading a little bit. I'm getting to the end of the book that I'm currently reading, which is Ruthless Ends by Katie Wismer. I think soon I'll be doing a whole, all the books I've read so far in 2024 video, just because I want to talk about books. In all reality, have I read that much? One could argue no. I guess it depends who you ask. I've probably read maybe 8 books, which for me feels pretty good. I know for some readers that's like what they do in 1 month. So first up, we are adding some frozen berries. So it's like mid-afternoon at this point, like 2 maybe. And I have one more pretty major task that I have to do. I'm working on a big presentation that has been like, the best way I could explain it is it's like my thesis of my role. Like we have a big project that we need to do in this program that I'm in. It's hard to explain, but essentially we have like a class of people who are all in the same role as me, but on different brands and different like categories. And everyone in the class has to do a big presentation. So my big presentation is tomorrow. And I've been working on this thing for months at this point. I was technically supposed to do the presentation 2 weeks ago. Now it's tomorrow. So I have like a very small amount of little tweaks that I want to make, and then I want to do a run through because I haven't practiced it in like weeks. So that's the last like big work task I have. Adding oat milk, obviously, to the smoothie. I hope that the fridge isn't like really loud. It very well could be. If so, I'm sorry. I'm gonna add some chia seeds because they are a super seed. They're good for like literally everything. Really good for you. I also have 1 meeting left, and that's it for my sort of work responsibilities today, and then we're going to switch into personal mode. I'm going to add in a tiny scoop of spirulina. I have to be so careful with this because it tastes like the bottom of the ocean, so I really can only put in a drop. Otherwise it will overpower the smoothie. I genuinely don't know how smoothie places make spirulina smoothies that don't taste like seaweed, but I have yet to crack that mystery. We're just going to do like this tiny amount and hope that it can get disguised. I'm scared. I tried this once just blended with water, and I literally got through maybe a quarter of the cup before I got so grossed out because I literally felt like I was at the bottom of the ocean just like drinking the water. It was so bad. It was so bad. I've been really trying to pack my smoothies lately with as many good things as I can, just because it's a great opportunity for me to sneak in a ton of nutritious like elements. And it's like good because of the fruit, you know? So we're gonna do some protein powder too. I'm trying to up my protein intake. Since I'm trying to heal a little injury, I feel like some extra protein wouldn't hurt, you know? So as far as what I have on the agenda tonight, I would love to finish a video I'm working on for my writing channel. And in an ideal world, I would finish that before my friends arrive. I have my friends Dustin and Mick coming over for a productive date tonight. And then we'll figure out what I want to work on while they're here. But for now, let's go have the smoothie and finish off my work tasks. Delicious. Doesn't taste like the ocean at all. We're gonna sit on the couch for a bit, switch things up, keep things fresh. Thinking we'll put some lo-fi on the TV. Honestly, I need to do this because I need to charge my computer, and it's not easy for me to charge my computer by my desk. But also, I swear by switching up my location and what I'm doing throughout the day, and for work from home days where you kind of have to be home in order to work properly, the least you can do is move between rooms in your house, different spots in your apartment, whatever you gotta do to make yourself feel a little bit more fresh. So that is what we're doing, sitting on the couch for a bit. In my ideal scenario, I would do even more moving about than this sort of configuration. Like, I love going to coffee shops and stuff, but unfortunately with doing like work, it's a little bit harder for me to sustain that at a coffee shop. But that is a lot easier with my personal work than with work since I need like proper service and all of that, and that's a little hard at a coffee shop. So we're doing what we can, and this is your reminder to switch up your location, make sure you're moving around. If you usually sit, stand up for a bit, go for a walk, like get yourself outside and do what you gotta do because your body will thank you. All right, let's cue up the lo-fi and get this work done. Okay, we made all of the slide updates that we wanted to make. That is my next meeting starting. I just texted my mom to see if she would be willing to let me go through my presentation with her one last time, just to make sure I'm totally prepped for tomorrow morning. But besides this meeting and that little run through, we're pretty much almost done for the day. So that feels really good. Let's log into this last meeting. Hi guys. Yeah, 8 instead of 6. And then they were saying maybe the 2 would be one shots, but then Charlie mentioned that could create issues if we have 8 holes and then only 6 are getting replenished. So, all right, we're about to get on the phone with my mom for the little presentation run through, and then we're gonna be done with work for the day. It's such a beautiful day outside, and I can see all these people out and about outside, and I'm like, I need to be there actually. So as soon as I'm done working, we're getting outside in one way or another. But let's finish out strong. Hello!
Hi!
I haven't practiced in like 2 weeks, so I thought it'd be good to do a run through. All right, we're starting at 3:50 so we can keep track of the time. So, hi, welcome into my presentation. Today we're gonna be discussing how does the fonts look? What do you see as the fonts? They look odd, don't they? So in the past several years, we've seen year-over-year market growth, and this is total sales dollars in the holiday extended period. So we are officially done with my 9 to 5 for the day. So we're switching out of work mode and into personal mode. First things first, I'm gonna make sure I get outside. My friends are supposed to be here in like half an hour for our productive date. So I wanna make sure I get my body moving and go for a walk before they arrive. So we're gonna do a quick walk, and then we need to prep for them to come over. So I need to do a quick cleanup of the apartment. That's the vibe. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna work on while they're here. There's a few different things I could work on, but we'll talk about that once we come back from the walk. The sun is setting. It is now like almost 6:30. My friends are supposed to be here soon, and I'm in desperate need of tidying this apartment. It's not too bad, but I always like my place to look nice when friends are coming over. And honestly, I love when I host because it encourages me to actually tidy and clean things up to like look nice. So thankfully the apartment is already looking pretty good. I thought I was going to be able to do some editing like for an hour or two before they even arrived. Absolutely not. We are scrambling to get it together because I need to also eat dinner. But you know what? Sometimes this happens. And allow this to be a takeaway from this video. Sometimes you have to adjust. You have to be adaptable. And I am nothing if not adaptable, okay? Sometimes I have to work a little longer than other days and I have a little bit less time for my personal projects, and that's okay. I'm still not sure what we want to work on tonight. We have a few options. I could edit a video like I was kind of planning to. I could work on building a writer website. So if you do not know, if you're not clued into what's going on in the Brielle Juliet universe, I started a second channel all about writing a book. So I'm working on a a book right now. So I want to create an author website because I specifically want to offer freelance services in the future in connection to my writing channel. So I could build my website, or I could work on brainstorming for book 2, the sequel to the current book that I'm working on. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Depends whether we want this to be more of a YouTube content focused night or like a writing focused night. I think we might start off with editing the video, and if I finish that, maybe we'll move on to some of the more writing. I think I'm gonna do that more. I actually walked in like a neighborhood today and it was like so much prettier than just walking where I normally do. I was a fan, personally. I'm already itching. It's the dogs. I'm kidding, I don't think it's actually the dogs, but I will be sneezing in 5 minutes if I don't get that saliva off of my hand. All right, let's tidy, shall we? Hi. Oh, I've never seen a more crooked camera in my life. You can tell I'm rushing. Okay, we are having a bowl of curry and some pita bread. Mick should literally be here in like 2 minutes, so I don't have long to talk. I'm really excited to eat this. My boyfriend made it, and I'm obsessed with curry. It's like one of my favorite things he makes. I love these productive dates. It gives me a bit of a social fix. It's really motivating. Everyone that comes has their own personal artistic projects they want to work on, which I love. Mick and Dustin also make videos, and it's just nice. It's a great meld of like that social interaction, feeling like you're out and about in the world because you're with other people, but also being able to work on those projects that you care about, and it's so motivating. On days where I work, it's a lot harder for me to feel motivated after work to be productive on the things that I care about. And on the one hand, that's totally valid, because after sitting around on my computer all day, why would I want to go on a computer for more hours? Totally fair. And I'll be honest, if I could perfectly design my life, I would massively reduce my computer time. But a lot of the things that I am passionate about and want to grow are on my laptop. But I do think it's so essential to my mental health to really separate my work time from my personal work time. So going on a walk, eating dinner, having that sense of separation, even if I don't have people coming over for a productive date, before I go work on writing or YouTube or whatever, is key. I don't think I will ever want to be just immediately switching, logging off one computer and logging into the other. That's just like not the lifestyle I want to build for myself. That doesn't feel healthy. And now that I'm more focused on my health than ever, I think it's so important that I go out, get a walk in, move my body, change up my scenery, and just reset before I dive into my personal projects. So I do think we're going to start off at least with some video editing. My approach on productivity has really changed. I feel like in the past I would treat my weekends as almost just a different type of work day, and now I'm really trying to optimize my weekends mostly for fun and experiences. And yes, I work productivity into there, but I work it in the sense of a coffee shop date or just something that feels a little bit more special. I try to make it feel different from my work, because if I'm always working at my desk, it can start to feel like everything blends together, and then it's just like I'm working 7 days a week. So I've been focusing more on the weekends on building in little exciting things for me to look forward to, prioritizing social interaction, and I don't feel like my productivity has fallen at all. I'm just more efficient when I do work on my personal projects because I'm excited to work on them, and I've been able to really pare down the amount of time I spend on tasks like editing that are a little bit more draining and a little more computer focused, and bring in more tasks that feel a little bit more creative and fulfilling, like writing or filming. I try to only edit at nights now so that I don't feel like I'm doing my computer work during the days on the weekends, but more so that it's an evening task, and during the days I can focus on being out and about. So that's how my approach to productivity has looked lately. I hope this vlog is giving you both a realistic and healthy look at what it's like to try and find balance with the 9 to 5 and other things in your life that you care about. And also, I will say, on days that my boyfriend is home, since we live together, this is not what my routine looks like at all. This is what I do on my days to myself, where I have time to work on YouTube or writing. When he's home, we're pretty much just hanging out, and I'm just focusing on that relationship, and that is a boundary that I like to maintain because that's our quality time together. That's when we actually get to hang out, and I'm not going to fill that with stuff that I want to do. You know, I'm going to focus on my things in my own time when he's not around. I'm going to go eat this, go to the bathroom, and get ready for Mick's arrival.
My camera's so dark.
There we go.
Is
Little
this
cheers.
Oh yes. Cheers.
Cheers!
To the last.
That's so sad, actually. So, the whole theme of this vlog is like how to balance YouTube with a job.
Mm-hmm.
And like all of that.
Yep.
So, what is your advice as someone who also is balancing both?
I would say for me, I just have to remind myself that it's like mostly just for fun. Like I don't let myself get stressed out about it. And like if I'm not feeling motivated to pick up the camera, then I'm like, it's okay, girl. Like don't like, I feel like it loses its like spark when you start putting pressure on it like a second job. Because if you already
Yes.
have one, then it's gonna make you feel miserable to feel like you have two.
That's such a good point.
You know?
It's almost like you have to give yourself permission to take breaks
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that.
Now, why didn't I get asked this question?
Well, because you don't have like a 9 to 5.
I'm trying to think what else.
Time management. Do easy videos.
Doesn't just get in here. You're offering thoughts.
Well, while I'm here,
You might
I
as
think
well.
it's good to balance easy to hard videos.
Yeah.
So
do
true.
One video that's creatively challenging and has intricate editing once a month or something that takes a lot more time, and then have the other if you're doing a weekly basis, and do the other 3 videos be really easy, just sit down or something that's easy for you to put out.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
like even like bi-weekly, like doing like a sit down, easier, like low effort on the front end and back end.
Yeah.
And then like an intricate vlog every other week where like it's gonna take more time to edit, you know?
And do videos where it's like, well, it also depends on what you're doing, but like intertwine it with your life so you just film what you're already doing.
Yes.
Agree.
For sure.
Like if you're reading a book, you know,
You're reading a book.
and then you could be like, I read this book, so you didn't have to.
Yeah.
But you were already reading that book.
You were already-
know
You
what
were
I mean?
already reading it
Yeah.
for sure. That's like I feel like with book talk content, it's really interesting because like I feel like a lot of times people have to like reading becomes part of the job almost. A lot of people do like specific reading vlogs where you have to like pick specific books and then make sure that you read those within a week or like
Right,
whatever
right.
it is. So that's where it gets tricky.
pressure on
I
it.
love like just vlogging what I'm reading because
Yes.
then I'm doing it anyways, you know? But I also like, I love watching the ones where people are reading specific things. So I'm like, well, I would like to make those too. I don't know. It's
Right.
so complicated.
Just generally do make a video that you're excited about,
Yeah.
because then you'll like naturally already be making it. You know
Yeah.
what I
If you're
mean?
just
And
feel
making it-
motivated.
yeah, you'll fit it into your life already naturally.
Yeah, like if you're just making it for other people, you're not gonna be as like excited about it or passionate about it, and you'll be able to like tell, you know?
Yeah. It's really hard to sustain that for long enough
Yeah.
to like grow
Yeah.
if you're like miserable the entire time.
Yes.
And really appreciate being a small YouTuber, because once it becomes a job, it's like. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.